Hey, I'm Andrew, and I'm going to teach you today how to take one of these 2x12s and turn it into one of these. This is what it's like. After you know the distance between your trees, you can start by marking out where you want your holds and where the trees are going to be. So you'll see over here, about 1.5 feet in, will be a tree behind this spot, and about 1.5 feet on this side there'll also be. That's Lava Dome, the best mountain bike in the world. And you can see here, you can start taking time and making pencil marks of the holds that you want to put in and how deep you want them. So these two are going to be pull-up holds. And as you can see, they get wider and wider each time. And then again over here, there's hanging holds. So she put 1 inch, then 1/2 inch deep, and then 1/4 inch deep on these. These are just random pocket holes. Again, the same ones to expand if she wants to do a longer grip. She made a heart, some more pocket holes, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1/2 inch, and get creative with it. Truth is, this can be whatever you want. And the tool that you will need, a router. Now, any type of router, from my understanding, will work. I'm choosing to use this router today. And I took the biggest bit I could find to start carving these out. Something I will suggest is that you start your bit out pretty low into the table, because if you put too much of the bit in at once, the router is going to skip around and do all sorts of weird stuff. Now that we got the initial 1/4 inch cuts done, I went around and marked what's going to happen with each one. This one's going to go all the way through. It's 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch deep, 3/4 inch. I call this one the Joker smile. So that, I call that the V. Cat paw. I don't know what that is. I call this the Finger Lakes. This will be a funky hold. These are just typical hang holds. These are weird pockets, more hang holds. This is the sad smiley, this is the heart, and this is, I don't know, I don't have a name for it. Just another thing I like to do is, as I'm moving through, is marking the ones that need to be routed more, and the ones that are done. This is 1/4 inch, this is 1/2 inch, this needs to be 1 inch. We got bear paw up here, this one's done. 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, but this one needs 3/4, so I mark it, and I know to go back and route the ones that all have marks inside. All right, here's the actual final board. So I want to talk about what I did to these holes. Now, this isn't necessary. As long as you have a hole, it's fine. I mean, rocks aren't nice to our hands. I routed these edges so that they're smooth with like I forget the name of the bit, but it's much smoother. I did it on the back, on the front, and on the back. All the holds are now done. You have these weird ones. I went back and I made another Finger Lakes hold. So the middle one is deepest, and the two outside ones, this one, and this one are 1/4 inch, and this one's also 1/4 inch, so you can kind of do this pinch thing. Then I added this block of wood that I had laying around. I just pin nailed it to it. Again, you don't need to do that, really. The only thing you need is a router. And then I had this laying around, which I believe was a routed 2x4 that I then took a piece off of, and man, is that crimpy. It's so crimpy. And then I took a piece that was laying around, it's probably about 1/2 inch thick, and I just brad nailed it to the board. As you can see, I used a lot of brad nails, and this is also just for hanging and things like that. So there you have it. There's the entire board for climbing during the COVID scare, so you don't have to stop training ever. Here's another view of the board. I pin nailed these in. I just found scraps of wood laying around and just put them randomly on there. This was from a routed top of a 2x4. I have no idea how I'll ever hang on to that. This is just a wood chip I found on the ground. It's about 1/4 inch, also a good hold. They all work, they're all good. To finish installing the board, we used 4 screws in each tree, but you can use as many as you need to make sure that it's sturdy, and as you can see here, it's holding really well. Also, you can use this board in any way you want. Wrap your legs around the tree, use the ground, use the tree as footholds, wrap your legs around the thing, it doesn't matter, as long as you are out there training. Thank you guys for watching, and stay safe and train hard.